22nd, 2022 Senate Tax Committee will come to order. Members, we have two bills on our agenda today. Before we start, there's a property tax bill I'd like to ask Senator Weber to look into, and that's Senate File 4103. That's modifying the disabled veterans market value exclusion by increasing exclusion amount for totally and permanently disabled veterans. So Senator Weber, if you'll take a look at that in your committee. And then our first bill today is my bill. It's Senate File 1780. We'll have Senator Coleman take over the gavel.
Moving to the top. Okay. Okay. All right, Senator Nelson moves Senate File 1780, and I believe you have an amendment, Senator.
Yes, I have the A3 amendment. I'd like to offer that as an author's amendment.
Senator Nelson offers the A3 author's amendment. All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Senator Nelson, the amendment is adopted. Senator Nelson, to your bill.
Thank you. The amendment, members, was simply a technical amendment. And to the bill, you know, we have a ongoing workforce shortage. We're well aware of that in this state. And it was truly exacerbated post-pandemic. And one of the things that we've seen is the struggle for moms and dads to get back to work, particularly when there isn't childcare, when they cannot get the childcare that they need. This bill addresses a small part of that. This is a paid leave bill for parental leave. So parental leave tax credit. It provides an important aspect for our employees, so they do have the ability to return to work if they so choose, and also for employers who need every worker. We need every worker. We need all hands on deck here as we work through this workforce shortage. And of course, it helps our state as a whole as well, as the economic growth of our state depends upon workers being able to get to work and employers being able to produce the goods and services. And we know that employees benefit through job security during always ever changing life events. And it also improves the health and well-being of employees. And of course, it benefits the employers as well to make sure that employee turnover, morale, and productivity. The productivity is high. Morale is high, and of course, we want that employee turnover to be low. So Senate File 1780 creates an income tax credit, kind of two income tax credits. One is for employers who will allow up to 6 weeks of parental leave for an employee who has been with the business for at least 1 year. And if the employer does not provide paid leave up to 6 weeks, and an employee suffers foregone wages, the employee then may receive a refundable income tax credit up to 25% of the foregone wages. And obviously with the inverse as well, if the employee takes paid leave up to 6 weeks, then the employer may claim a credit of up to 25% for foregone wages. So this is a way to get at the need for paid family leave in two ways. One, helping the employers, giving them an incentive to provide that paid family leave. And then secondly, for those employees who do not work for an employer who has that paid family leave, this provides a refundable tax credit to them. And we'll turn it over at this point, Madam Chair, to our testifiers. And the first testifier that I would like you to call is Lauren Schorhorst with the Director of Workplace Management and Workforce Development Policy, Minnesota Chamber.
Fantastic. Welcome, Ms. Goldhorst. If you could please identify yourself for the record and begin your testimony.
Thank you, Madam Chair and members of the committee. My name is Lauren Schotthorst, and I am the Director of Workplace Management and Workforce Development Policy for the Minnesota Chamber of Commerce. a statewide organization which represents more than 6,300 businesses of all types and sizes and 500,000 employees. The majority of our members are small and mid-sized businesses. Thank you for the opportunity to share our support for the approach put forth by Senator Nelson and Senate File 1780, providing tax credits for parental leave. The Chamber has worked tirelessly throughout the pandemic in order to expand our economy and help the businesses we represent grow their business, support their workforce, and remain competitive in this tight labor market and global economy. Employers consider their workforce one of the most valuable parts of their business. Our members share the goal of giving Minnesotans access to time needed to take care of themselves and their loved ones. The question is how we achieve that goal. Balancing employer and employee needs, program scope, and costs are important components of the conversation we are having today. Our members over time have developed practices and benefits specifically tailored to account for economic and workforce issues in a way that works for their operations and, importantly, takes care of their employees. If the state mandates expansive new benefits, an approach some will advocate for today, without regard for their relevance to their employer and its workforce, its industry, or its market, costs will go up and other benefits will go down. The results are reduced staff and job opportunities, hours, or benefits, hurting workers and their families. It is especially important to emphasize that due to the pandemic crisis and its economic impacts, particularly the $2.73 billion pandemic unemployment insurance payroll tax increase just assessed on Minnesota's business community, a voluntary approach based on individual economic circumstances is the best approach. It is true that for some employers, offering a paid leave benefit has not been an affordable option. Mandating that employers pay for something they can't afford doesn't make good sense. By supporting tax credits for parental leave, the legislature can help employers better afford to provide paid leave to their employees, with a policy that has been developed to how the employer wants to tailor the policy to fit their workforce, ultimately ensuring more individuals are covered tomorrow than today, without imposing an expensive and unworkable one-size-fits-all mandate on all employers in the state. Minnesota businesses don't have the luxury of considering tax and labor policies, state spending, and regulatory decisions separately in a vacuum. Minnesota is already a high tax, high cost of doing business state. Minnesota's employers, employees, and communities are counting on lawmakers to accelerate economic growth in 2022. For these reasons, we respectfully encourage a yes vote in favor of providing tax credits for parental leave, as found in Senate File 1780 and others, and a no vote on attempts to impose new paid leave mandate on employers in Minnesota. Thank you for my time.
Thank you very much for your testimony. Please stick around on the Zoom since I'll save all questions until the end. Our next testifier is Melissa, is it Heising? No.
Deborah Fitzpatrick.
Oh, she's not coming. Okay, so then Deborah Fitzpatrick on Zoom.
Yes.
Fantastic. Please identify yourself and begin your testimony.
Thank you. Good morning. Senator Coleman. My name is Deborah Fitzpatrick, and I'm the Director of Policy and Research at Children's Defense Fund, Minnesota. Thank you, Chair Nelson, for recognizing the critical importance of supporting businesses, pregnant workers, new parents, babies, and foster children during the critical first year of family formation. However, we are concerned that the approach taken in Senate File 1780 will do little to expand parental leave access, likely exacerbate current opportunity gaps, and do so at significant cost to the state. Starting with the employer credits, experience at the federal level suggests that a once per year 25% credit is not sufficient to incentivize additional participation among employers. A comparable federal and medical leave tax credit in place since 2017 has done little to move the needle on worker access, according to research by the U.S. Department of Labor and Kaiser Family Foundation. The more likely scenario under Senate File 1780 is that at best, state funding will be used to sweeten benefits for higher wage professional workers. At worst, access will remain flat while existing employer benefits are transferred to the costs of existing employer benefits are transferred to the state. Through our Bridge to Benefits project, CDF Minnesota helps families access support, including tax credits. Leveraging this experience, we have been working to address the limitations of current working family tax credits to achieve their intended policy goals. We appreciate that the employee tax credit included in Senate File 1780 is refundable. However, across the board, waiting until year end for support is untenable for too many, especially young families with lower incomes and less savings. Experience in other states suggests that low wage replacement rates, less than 2/3 of income, make it especially hard for lower income workers, fathers, and young families to take leave. The 25% replacement level, combined with lack of employment protections for the 45% of workers not covered by FMLA, suggests that the bill could actually increase or at least reify current opportunity gaps. Among them are states' appalling disparities in birth outcomes. Tax credits can be an important tool, and we look forward to continuing our work with you to make our current ones work even better for our most under-resourced families and their children. But in this case, there is a more effective, efficient approach that has had none of the downsides already identified, that is working in states across the country and countries around the world. As the Senate looks for ways to bring the immense benefits of paid leave to more Minnesotans, we hope you will consider that proven approach included in Senate File 1205. Thank you for your time and your support for our babies, children, and families.
Thank you for your testimony. Members, are there any questions? Senator Klein.
Thank you, Chair Coleman, and thank you to the author. Question for the author. So this would cover parental leave. I gather that would cover adoptions as well. Senator Nelson.
Senator Nelson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. That is the intent, the parental leave as already defined.
But there would be no provision under these tax credits for medical leave if a spouse had chemotherapy or a prolonged illness or anything like that.
Senator Nelson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. No, particularly this is parental leave for birth or adoption. So this is not for medical leave. This is particularly for parental leave for birth or adoption.
Senator Klein.
And just a technical question for the author. Is the plan for this to go to the floor to general orders, or what's the pathway for this bill going forward?
Senator Nelson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Senator Klein, typically our tax bills travel as a omnibus tax bill. So that would likely be my intention.
Senator Klein, any follow-up? No? All right. Any other questions, members? Well, I just wanted to thank you, Senator Nelson, for bringing this bill. I think this is a complex but important problem, and there are a number of tools we can put in our toolbox to solve this issue, and I think this is a great option. So thank you for bringing this bill forward. Any closing comments?
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. Yes, we need all of our tools that we can use to help parents get back to work and have the ability to do so. And I do want to note that this is unique in that it is the tax credit. It serves two purposes: the employer encouraging them, incenting them to provide this paid family leave, and then of course for the employees who don't work for such an employer to make sure that they have that tax credit. And I also want to make sure that it's very clear that this is a refundable tax credit as well. So it does get to our lowest income Minnesotans as well. So thank you so much, Madam Chair.
Thank you. With that, Senate File 1780 as amended will be laid over. While we're transitioning over the gavel, next up is Senate File 3622. If Senator Bach wanted to get ready.
Senator Bach, would you like to move? Well, this is Senator Tomassoni's bill. Senator Bach. So then I'll have a member move. Well, you as a member of this committee can move Senator Tomassoni's bill. Senator Bach.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This is our first and only stop, I hope. So we'd like to get the bill in the shape that Senator Tomassoni and I would like it. So I'd offer the A3 amendment.
And Senator Bach, to the amendment, is it a technical amendment or is it something that you need to explain?
It's a delete all, Madam Chair.
Oh, it's a delete all amendment. Okay, we need to see that delete all amendment and we'll have you offer that in a moment. Let's see if we can find that delete all. Thank you. So Senator Bott, let's make sure, all members, do you all have the A3 amendment? It's a delete all. I want to make sure you have it all. All right. Senator Bach, to the delete all amendment then.
Well, Madam Chair, we introduced the original bill because there's a couple of school districts that we want to be able to help with some taconite monies, and just a little bit of information on the taconite tax for the committee. The mines in northern Minnesota do not pay property taxes. They pay a production tax that essentially goes to a fiscal agent and to the IRRB, and it's distributed much like a property tax. Some of it, it's all in statute in 298. Some goes to cities, some goes to counties, some goes to schools, some goes to townships, just like a county property tax would. But the place where the money does not go is for any school construction. So like everybody else, when voters vote, the referendum that's passed gets distributed onto the tax base and everybody pays. The commercial businesses pay, the residential homeowners pay, the cabin owners do not. That was a provision that Jesse Ventura passed when he was governor. But so there's no way to get the mines who pay the in lieu of property tax, the production tax, to help with the cost of paying for the school construction. Everywhere else in the state, commercial businesses help pay for the cost of school capital bonding requests. So when we, the IRRB board, when one of our schools wants to do a project, we have to come to the legislature and get an authorization to sell bonds to use some of the taconite money to pay for the bonds. So that's a bit cumbersome. So back in 2014, the legislature created the Iron Range Consolidation and Cooperation Account, and we put some of the taconite tax money into that account so that and then the board would make a decision how much money they want to help a school district with for their capital bonding to pay down their debt service. We've done that for a number of school districts. The program has really exceeded my expectations. We're building a number of new school buildings across the range, some consolidated buildings, and it's really worked very, very well. But there's a little more interest than we have money for. So what the bill does, and initially is introduced, there was 2 school districts who wanted to help that. So that's how we introduced it. What's happened since the bill was introduced is Mintac, our largest mine, had a major conveyor failure and has probably lost, after a month, they got it up running temporarily. We probably lost 1 million tons of pellet production, and the tax is paid based on the tonnage of pellets produced. In addition, Cleveland Cliffs Mining Company, who owns the North Shore Mine in Babbitt and the processing plant in Silver Bay, on May 1st will shutter for an indefinite period of time, at least until fall. So we may lose an additional couple million tons of production there. So that just means that money's not coming to the agency. So well, in talking with the commissioner, we got a bit concerned about naming projects in law because we haven't done that in the past. So it feels like the agency just needs to be, and the board need to be a little bit more nimble and not overcommit because of the uncertainty about production going forward. So rather than craft it as the bill is drafted that helps 2 specific school districts, the thought is let's move a nickel a ton, which is what this does, takes a sunset off of it. It was going to sunset because there were some other earlier bonds that the legislature had authorized that were being paid off, so there'd be some additional revenue. That was the reason for the sunset put in law in 2014. But as a result of all the interest in the account, we really need to keep that nickel going into the account. So all the bill really does is, current law is this nickel is flowing into the school account through 2034 or 2024. This just extends it for 10 more years, that nickel that we've moved from a different account into the school account. And the reason for a 10-year sunset on it is by then, some of the bonds for the projects we've done will have been paid off. So there'll be some additional revenue to replace that nickel 10 years out from now. And the agency actually needs the nickel just for its regular operating budget. So we don't want to permanently move it into the school account. Temporarily for 10 years, put it in there to build a bridge to pay for 2 or 3 more, or help with 2 or 3 more projects for local school districts. So Madam Chair, that's probably more than the committee wants to know about taconite taxes, but Senator Tomassoni would tell you this is a good bill, you should vote for it.
Thank you, Senator Bach. Thank you for the history on that as well. Are there any questions? Senator Rest.
I feel like I'm in a jungle gym trying to reach the top bar here, but talk a little bit more about section 2. I get the way in which the schools will be supported, but why in this bill are you putting money into the taconite environmental fund? And wouldn't you explain what that is again?
Senator Bott.
Madam Chair, Senator Rest, what happens is after the money goes into the school account for 10 additional years, the sunset is removed, then it goes to the taconite environmental fund, which is another fund at the agency. It's the fund that the board has the most flexibility to spend on. But that's money that actually is spent at the agency, recommendations made by the board, and then ultimately commissioner and signed off on by the governor. But it's the account with the most flexibility for the agency. It's the account that the commissioner asked us to put the money in for him going forward after we move it out of the school fund.
Senator Rest, follow up.
Senator Bach, and I'm not trying to be flip. So really the environmental fund is a slush fund because it allows the commissioner and the IRRB to use those dollars as needs arise. But I don't understand why it's in this bill.
Senator Bach.
Well, I don't quite understand the question, Senator Rest. And it wouldn't be fair to characterize it as a slush fund, and maybe council can.
I apologize.
Maybe council will explain what spending is actually done out of that account right now. There's a specific purpose for that account at the agency, and so maybe Mr. Silva can lay that out for us.
Mr. Sylvia.
Madam Chair and Senator Rest and members, so the way the distribution currently works is the taconite environmental protection fund already receives 5 cents per taxable ton. And also when all of the other statutory distributions or allocations are made, this fund, as well as the Douglas J. Johnson Fund, receives the remainder of any production tax, 2/3, 1/3. Under current law, the Taconite Environmental Protection Fund uses that 5 cents for certain producer grants for mining reclamation purposes. And they have to be, as Senator Bach indicated, approved by the commissioner. So there are purposes for which funds transferred into this account must be used for and must be made. And we're not changing that. We're simply, with this amendment, increasing the distribution from current law 5 cents to 10 cents beginning in distributions 2033.
So
Senator Rest.
So Senator Bach, this bill has a dual purpose. I mean, the money that would go into the environmental, the Taconite Environmental Fund is not going to be used for the purposes that are of the Iron Range School Consolidation and Cooperatively Operated School Account. Two different purposes, right?
Well,
Senator Bach.
Madam Chair, there are two different purposes. For the first 10 years, it will be used in the school account. And then the default, when the sunset hits on the school account, and we think we've had adequate money to pay for the projects that are in the queue, then that nickel will then go to the Taconite Environmental Fund.
Okay, so any further comments? Senator Klein.
Thank you, Chair Nelson and Senator Bach and Senator Tomassoni for the bill. And I appreciate the history on how the schools get funded on the range. I didn't understand that. That's helpful to learn about. And I'm also trying to learn as a new tax member what these various funds are, pertinent to Senator Rest's question. Can you tell me, or maybe Mr. Sylvia can tell me, what is the Douglas Johnson Economic Account and what is it purpose?
Mr. Sylvia.
Madam Chair and Senator Klein, so both the Tech and Environmental Protection Fund and the Douglas J. Johnson Fund were both enacted in 1977. As I indicated, they received the remainder of the production tax revenue after all other statutory allocations are made. The Protection Fund, as I understand, is more for mining reclamation, and the Douglas J. Johnson Fund is more for economic development purposes within the tech assistance area of the range. So it's limited to that area, but they're both either mining reclamation or economic development purposes, my understanding.
Any further comments or questions? Senator Bach, closing comments. Oh, yes, thank you. So thank you for the good discussion on the A3, that delete all amendment. It is important that we adopt that, and now that members have had their questions answered. Oh, I do see Senator Tomassoni's hand is up. Senator Tomassoni.
Thanks, Madam Chair and committee members. This is a local issue that applies to only the Iron Range. This is a good bill that we need to do, so please vote for it. Thanks for your support, Madam Chair and committee members.
Thank you, Senator Tomassoni. We are glad to hear your words on this bill. And members, we will now move to adopt, Senator Bach reduces his motion to adopt the A3. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, no. The amendment is adopted. So Senator Bach, to your bill as amended, are you ready for closing comments?
Madam Chair, I actually asked some testifiers from the Iron Range from our local school districts to come down in the event there were some questions. So maybe we could give them an opportunity to say hi. So when they go home and talk to their supervisors, they can say that they participated in the hearing.
We definitely want to make sure that we get to hear from them. So I have Renea Siorka, principal of Hibbing School. Beautiful school, by the way.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair. My name is Renee Sikora, and I'm the assistant principal at Hibbing High School. Do you want me to read this whole thing, or should I just introduce myself and say good morning and thank you so much?
That is the challenge. Like when you think you're ready to get a yes vote, typically they say don't say anything, but we definitely want to hear from you. So whatever you'd like to share with us would be wonderful.
Maybe what Hibbing is hoping to be able to do with some of the money in this bill.
We would, yes, thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you for voting for this too. And I really want to thank Senator Tomassoni for authoring this bill too, and Senator Bach. We would be using this money to build a career and technical ed center on the campus of our school building and expand our industrial tech programs, as well as our family and consumer science programs. So having large sewing rooms and manufacturing and fabrication and all of those great career paths for our students. And that's what we need in our workforce, especially on the Iron Range. So I thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Assistant Principal Sikora. And I believe we also have another principal in person here, and that would be Annie Oakley, Ely Schools.
Madam Chair and Vice Chair Coleman, committee members. My name is Ann Elke. It
Thank you
doesn't-
for the
yeah,
correct
it doesn't
pronunciation.
sound- it Looks very odd. I am the elementary principal for the Independent School District of 696 in Ely, Minnesota. I'm proud to say that I am a graduate of Ely Public Schools, returning after college to teach there, and then now serving as the elementary principal. Senator Tomassoni, thank you for introducing this bill. Senators, thank you also, and thank you, Senator Bach, for creating this fund back in 2014, which has done so much to improve educational facilities in northeastern Minnesota, benefiting thousands of students and staff on the Iron Range. Currently, the Ely Public Schools is under renovation, which is in the midst of a $20+ million project. I want to tell you how excited our students and our staff are about the project. It's newly remodeled and rejuvenated school building that has an up-to-date vocational technical programs and 21st century learning spaces, a new gymnasium, and a new cafeteria that personally my elementary students do not have to put on their boots, mittens, hats, and go outside to go to their cafeteria anymore, which will be very welcomed. Our classroom spaces will soon have up-to-date technology. We need to prepare for our students for the future. And most importantly, for our students, families, and staff, our new school space will have a modern, centralized, secure entrance for the entire campus. So we're connecting our two 100-year-old buildings with a building in the middle to connect the whole campus for a secure location. We're very excited about this project. And all of this is really possible because of the help the district received from the taconite taxes, which are paid in lieu of property taxes. They are helping to pay for a portion of the school remodeling, matching the money that we were able to raise by local taxpayers through a voter-approved referendum. So Madam Chair, Senator Bach, thank you for bringing this bill forward. We look forward to seeing the opportunities other school districts in northeastern Minnesota will have with the extension of this fund. And I'm here to tell you that it has made a tremendous difference in the lives of students, families, and teachers in our northern communities. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your testimony. And both principals, thank you very much for coming and for delivering this testimony in person. And mostly thank you for preparing our next generation of Minnesota workers. Members, any comments or questions for either the testifiers or Senator Bach? Senator Klein.
Thank you, Madam Chair and Senator Bach. And I just want to echo the thanks for the testifiers. Yesterday, Senator Bach brought a person down from the Gunflint Lodge for Health and Human Services Committee. And today you've got two principals from your district coming all the way down here to say hello. And it is incredibly impressive. It's good to see people back in person. I know you drove a long way to get here and you have a long drive back, and it means a lot to the committee. And we'll take your legislation very seriously in view of your efforts to get here. So thanks.
Thank you, Senator Klein. Any further comments? Senator Bach, closing comments
Well,
to your bill as amended.
Madam Chair, thank you, and thank you for the questions. Imagine if you had to pay for a school capital bonding project in your district and the commercial property paid nothing. And what this allows us to do is use some of the money that the commercial, the Range's real commercial property is the mines. They're big places. And getting them to help participate makes it much easier to pass the voter-approved referendums because it buys down the cost for homeowners. And some of the cost is shifted to the mining companies. So thank you for your support. The fund has done a remarkable job. And I just never, when I created this fund in 2014, Senator Skoye carried it in the tax bill. And I never dreamt that a place like Evelyn, Virginia, who have had a hockey rivalry for over 100 years, and Senator Gazelka can speak to this, being a graduate of Virginia, that they would ever consolidate their schools. The sports rivalry was just too strong, but they did by a pretty wide vote. And the reason that happened is because we were able to use some tax money to help buy down the cost. And those citizens in those two school districts made what I think is the right decision for the future in a big new co-located school, about equally geographically between the towns of Evelyn and Virginia. So it's made a big difference in a number of projects across the Iron Range. And I'm just pretty happy for the fact that we created it. I've got two grandsons that will be some of the first enrollees in the new Rock Ridge School between Virginia and Evelyn, and it wouldn't be possible without the legislature and the legislation that we passed. So oftentimes I think we forget how what we do touches people's lives. And I think the public maybe doesn't always understand how things we do impact their lives in ways that they don't even know. So thanks everybody for supporting this provision way back in 2014 and again today.
I thank you, Senator Bach. Senator Bach renews his motion that Senate File 3622 as amended be passed and laid over. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Senator Bach?
Thank
Bill is
you,
on its
Madam
way.
Chair.
Members, we have finished our agenda today. You have a little bit of time on your calendars that you might not be expecting. I just ask that you remember that as we might get further along in session and need to run a little bit late. Hopefully no evening meetings, but that's always an option if needed. So members, our next meeting will be Thursday, March 24th. Meeting's adjourned.